Um, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit about how similar 2020 is to 1918, right? I found this article, right? And basically, it's like too similar, right? But when I go over it, I'm gonna read some of it to you. Like, it says the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918, the deadliest in history, infected an estimate 500 million people worldwide, about one third of the planet's population, and killed an estimated 20 million to 50 billion victims, including some 675,000 Americans. The flu was observed in Europe and the United States and parts of Asia before. At the time, there were no effective drugs or vaccines to treat this killer flu. Now, that is so similar to what we're going through now. It's actually similar, man. But yeah, it says citizens who wear masks, schools studies piled up, and make sure it works before the virus ends its deadly global march. Hmm. Yeah, similar, man. And that was the flu, right? And the flu is just a virus that attacks the respiratory system, similar to the virus that we have going on now. It's highly contagious, which is what the current virus is right now. Um, when an affected person coughs, sneezes, or talks, respiratory droplets are generated and transmitted into the air, and can be inhaled by anyone nearby. Now that is something that they have said about the current one. It's just so similar, man. I don't know if we can find a vaccine or something, but I've also heard a lot of people saying virus. I mean, a vaccine. Um, about that. A lot of people saying a vaccine is going to be just as bad as um, the virus. But we're going to see what's going to happen. Mm, sounds a little too crazy to me, man. It says it's unknown exactly what the particular strain of influenza that caused the pandemic came from. However, the 1918 flu was first observed in Europe, in America, and areas of Asia before spreading to almost every other part of the planet within a matter of months. Similar to what's going on now. It's very eerie. Despite the fact that the 1918 flu wasn't isolated to one place, it became known around the world as the Spanish flu, as Spain was hit hard by the disease and was not subject to the wartime blackouts that affected other European countries. Even Spain's King Alfonso uh, reportedly contracted the flu. Hmm. I don't know. Too slow, I would say. And I mean, that eventually led up to depression. And they're already talking about right now that we're leading or going to a Great Depression. Um, I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting, I would say. I don't know. And why was the Spanish flu called? The Spanish flu did not originate in Spain. Coverage of it did. Um, it says Spain was a neutral country with media that covered this outbreak from the start. First reporting on it major in late May of 1918. Meanwhile, Allied countries and the Central Powers had wartime censors who covered up news of the flu to keep a moral high. Because Spanish news sources were the only ones reporting on the flu. Many believed it originated there. Meanwhile, I believe Some believe it came from France and called it the French flu. Hmm. Anyway, it's just too similar, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But moving on, in other news besides the dread virus that's going on, we all know Bernie Sanders has dropped out of the race. And Bernie Sanders, after a few weeks, he did endorse Joe Biden. And Joe Biden tries what he's been trying to appeal to the left. He actually came up with a plan that supposed to be pertaining to minorities and black communities. I have to go over it again. I haven't really looked at it like I should, but I'll get back to y'all on that. Um, Let me see. I read this article that says Mark Cuban isn't closing the door on running for president, even though it's pretty much too late for that, though. But I guess he's a billionaire, so he could like just rush into it if he really wanted to. But yeah, that's probably not happening. Maybe he'll run on the next go around. Um, Things I know about. So all I know is he's a businessman and he owns the Dallas Mavericks. Um, I think he's also into tech. Also, um, let me see. Other news: meat processing plant has just closed, or was trying to close down. I don't know. They've been having like a breakout. Uh, a lot of viruses in a lot of these plants. So yeah. Um, Universal basic income is something that's happening at the moment. That Andrew Yang had advocated for, and basically that's especially the stimulus checks that the government's giving out, and, and yeah, I mean even Mark Zuckerberg advocated for it. A lot of tech people have been advocating for it, and I think it's a good thing. I think they should make it permanent, even though that's going to be a hard thing to get through both. Well, I know the Democrats would go for it, but the Republicans probably wouldn't. But I think it'll be a good thing though to happen. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna cover for now. I just wanted to go over that real quick, and I'll talk to y'all next time.